Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video, but I got a bunch of new stuff. Show you guys some mesh I'm shipping out. Some stars and bars. Stars and bars with stars. Blue and purple argyle. Pink and black argyle. That's a couple of them. What I have here is the new MetaMesh from Jimalax. As you can see, I'm actually a fan of this. It feels to me a lot like MarkMesh did, except MarkMesh was a very thin mesh. Like the mesh they used, I guess, wasn't that thick, so it tended to bag out a lot. Like, it was really soft. This feels like it's stiffer when it comes out of the box. I know you can see the pocket because it's the laptop. You can sort of see if I tilt it more. It's borderline illegal. I don't have a ball with me right now, but it's borderline. Yeah, this mesh is very good. The idea of it was I would have a soft pocket down low. Up to here, you can see how like the red diamonds is two in between size, and then it gets big for the blue and then small for the red. And then right here, this is like the area where you catch the ball, like up here. So the ball gets caught in here and goes into the nice soft pocket. And it stays there, but when you want to throw, it's still like 10 diamond mesh up here. It throws a little different, but not much. But I think the pocket is definitely a very good idea. It's a little lighter, I would say. When you're stringing it though, what I would recommend is doing like Mark Matthews style. If you see here, I don't use the outside diamonds for the side until I get lower. I use like the first row in. If you see, like not all the way down do I use the outside diamonds. So I use the first row in. What that does is it makes it tighter without really like pulling the mesh down, so you can still keep your semi-straight like shooters up top. So it doesn't look like they're like used even though you put them straight. So that's just what I do. It's NCAA legal like shooting setup, even though the head and the mesh isn't. I mean the mesh is, the colors aren't because you're not allowed to do two colors in the NCAA. But whatever, it works out. And for the sides, make it very loose because it tends to stretch a little bit, and you don't really notice that until you string it, and then you use it a couple times. So I would just string it very loose and pound it in, because that's going to get you your best pocket. If you string it too loose, unlike like regular 10 diamond mesh, it's gonna have too much whip and it's gonna throw down. You kind of gotta be careful. So that's that. Another one I got is 6 diamond throwing mesh. Can't really see the pocket that well, but it's slightly illegal. It's just laptop. Trying to show you the channel. Tight channel. NCAA legal still. I just did, trying to get in the light, braided nylons the whole way through. I went through 2 rows of diamonds basically. I did up and then down, which allowed me to get it tighter, and then this way it's not going to move around a lot. That's just how I would string 6 diamond. I actually did a triangle top, even though it doesn't do much. It did pull it a little tighter. You see? Triangle top going through that hole. I mean, it helps a little, but it's not really necessary. It just looks pretty cool, and I figured I'd try it. Throwing 6 diamond mesh, throwing a string. Not a huge fan, but I got the mesh pretty cheap from a friend. And I'm not usually a huge fan of his regular mesh, but the 6 diamond mesh I actually do like. I would recommend this. So, if I was to buy like regular wax mesh, I'd buy from East Coast Mesh, DMG Mesh. yeah, those are a couple good ones. So I'd buy those. You can find East Coast Mesh, East Coast at East Coast Tag on YouTube. DMG Mesh is DMG1AT. Coming soon, I'm actually going to be partnering up with Weston from Colorado. He is going to sell my mesh. That's actually what some of these pieces are for. They're going to be shipped out to him. He's going to wax them with his formula, and he's going to sell them. So you'll be able to get them from him now. It's going to be more convenient. He'll ship it a lot faster than I would. So yeah, you'll be able to get my mesh through him now, as well as me. So, like, you really need it. But I'd actually prefer you get it through him, because if you buy it through him, I still get paid for it, but you actually get it faster. Like, he ships it out, he's got a bigger company than me. He can ship it out, like, every day when I can't. So it's actually a lot easier to get it from him. But either way, whatever's more convenient, like, if you're in the same neighborhood as me, so you're in school or something, it's obviously going to be a lot easier to get it from me. But, whatever. So the throne mesh, I recommend. I like to see how tight I strung it up top, and then I slowly got looser. It's still got a mid pocket, just got to pound it in. A mesh that I was happy with, I don't have it right here with me right now, is DMG mesh. Nick Yanni, DMG1AT. Very impressive, actually, because he hasn't been doing this that long. I mean, he's been doing it for a while, but, like, compared to, like, he hasn't been doing it, like, he's, like, newer to selling it, and I talked to him through the production process, like, when he was making it, and he did a lot of things right, a lot of things that I liked, and in the end, I think he came out with a good product. He sells his, like, 2-color dyes. I'm not positive, but I think it's, like, 15 bucks, which is really cheap. So he's very affordable, and the wax that he uses, it's very high quality. Like, you would like for anyone, I would recommend it, because it is waterproof, like throne mesh. The water just beads up off. It's not really tacky like East Coast mesh, but it is slightly tacky. So it's not like throne mesh where it has no grip, but just to compare to those two, it is a little tacky. It's a little softer than throne mesh, but it doesn't bag out. So I would recommend DMG mesh. What else do I got? I got my game stick here still. Still using the same one that I showed you the last video. It's the traditional, the double interlocks, Tapeta, 3 shooters. I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but I don't use sidewall on the side for my traditionals anymore. It's just extra weight that you don't need, so I just do that. And I do an Iroquois braid at the end to tie off my leathers. Here, I'm just going to turn into the window so you guys can see. If you guys want a tutorial for that braid, leave it in the comments below. I'm going to be doing a stringing tutorial soon for wax mesh or regular 10 diamond mesh. So that's going to be coming up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can be getting my mesh soon from Weston from Colorado. I'm going to be sending him Argyle. These 2 pieces will definitely be available. I'm making more for him. So these 2 colors is purple and royal and pink and black. Those are 2 pieces that'll be available. I'm sending him some stars and bars. I'm sending him a Christmas piece. A woodland. I'm not sure what kind of military camo, but I'm sending him a military camo. I'm sending him a variety. So anything you see from here, you'll be able to get from Weston from Colorado with his wax on it. So you can get that from Weston from Colorado. DMG mesh. Just go to DMG1AT on YouTube. Other stringers. I've been posting a lot of videos. Other stringers that you could look up if you want more string videos. Ginger strings. You got DMG 1AT, East Coast Dives. Yeah, those are the only ones I could think of off the top of my head. Ginger Strings. He is a great stringer. I think he's not very well known yet, but I mean he's got 3,000 subscribers at least, or something like that. So he is very well known, but I don't think he gets accredited with all the stringing he does. Like, he's actually a very good stringer. People don't realize it. So, you guys, I'm just giving him a shout out. So, I know he strings very good pockets, so if you guys need something strung, you can go to him. I string if you guys want. I got Cobra pocket. I can pretty much string any pocket. Do wax mesh. I have wax too. Yep. So that's about it. See you guys soon.